Why this workout? Why this set? Why these drills? These are the questions swimmers need to be asking their coaches. And if you're a coach, these are the questions you need to make sure you're addressing for your swimmers. Communication is key. So if you're a coach, make sure you're explaining why you're doing these drills. What's the point of the workout? And if you're a swimmer and you don't know what the point of the workout is, ask. Ready? The question you have to ask are, what are the goal times for this specific set? It's one thing to know the workout that you're supposed to do, but how fast are you supposed to swim it? You need to know the effort level. You need to know what the interval is. And most importantly, you need to know how fast you need to swim the thing in the first place. Because if you do not know how fast you need to swim on that specific set, then you're not able to fully benefit from that specific workout. So for example, let's say you have 450s freestyle on the 1 minute interval, but if you don't know the goal time, then you don't know how fast you need to push yourself, and you don't necessarily know how hard you need to go on that set. What's your favorite color? Because in swimming, we have lots of colors. Adding on to that concept of effort level, if you don't know what your goal time is and you don't know the effort level of the set, then you're not able to execute the workout correctly. So in swimming and in fitness, you have a lot of different effort levels and heart rate zones. These correspond to different colors in the MySwimPro app. So if you don't know what color zone you're in, you're not really able to benefit from the workout itself. You could have two sets that are almost identical, but they're swum completely different. For example, you have 450s freestyle on the 1 minute at a best average, and then you have 450s freestyle on a different zone that are gonna be on the 40. So one of these is on the 40 and one is on the minute. It's the same set, but they're being swum completely different because the colors are different. So not really what fits your favorite color, but what color is the set, so that way you can get the most out of your time in the water. Ask your coach what strokes or events you have the most potential in, because the coach sees things differently than you do. So even if your favorite stroke is breaststroke or you love the 200 butterfly, who likes the 200 butterfly? But if you do, that's cool too. Ask your coach where they see you having the most potential, because using their perspective and your abilities, you'll be able to work together to produce the best result. What competitions are coming up? If you don't know your race schedule for the next 6 months or even the next year, you're a little bit behind the ball. It's really important to know what's coming up so that you can plan not only your life, but also your training. Because the coach, their responsibility is to plan out the entire season for you. So if you don't know what's coming up, you don't know what the focus points are, you're gonna be disconnected. It's really important that you also know when your test sets are coming up. So if you're training on a team and you do the same kind of workouts every 2, 4, or 6 weeks, you wanna have an idea of what's coming up so that you can not only mentally prepare, but know what to really focus on in your training. If you don't train with a team, that's okay too. And that's why we develop test sets in the MySwimPro app to keep you accountable. So that way you're getting the most out of your training. Ask your coach what you can do out of the water to improve. The coach's job is to help you succeed in your swimming journey, regardless if it's just swimming. Whether it's doing dry land, strength and conditioning, mobility, strength training, injury prevention, you wanna make sure you're working with your coach so that you can succeed both in and out of the water. And the more advanced you get in your swimming journey, the more important the out of water training becomes. The next time you go to the pool, I want you to ask your coach, what's the last workout I did that you were proud of me on, and why? So you go to practice every single day, you're doing workouts, and the coach is gonna see how you're progressing through the workouts, where you're swimming fast, where you need room to improve. And by asking them what workout were they most proud of you, that will inform you where you're getting the most bang for your buck. Where are you putting in the most effort? What elements of that workout made them proud of you? And so it could be a number of reasons, whether it's actually swimming fast, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, doing things that you might not already do. And those different elements that make a coach proud of a swimmer, you wanna highlight those, you wanna focus on that, and you wanna continue in that direction. Ask your coach if you have the right equipment. We all have equipment bags, but maybe the coach actually really wants you to use a certain tool to improve skills for your specific event. Or maybe they realize you have a weak kick and they want a different type of fins. Or the heck, forget about the fins. Maybe you need to have a certain kind of paddle to improve your feel or your catch, but you won't know these things unless you talk to the coach. So the way you can break that ice is to just ask the coach, do I have all the equipment that you think I need to be successful? And just having that conversation might open up a lot of other conversations around equipment and the tools that you need to go and get so that way you can swim fast. Ask your coach where they've seen the most improvement come. Is it your underwaters? Have you improved your speed, your tempo? Maybe it's your mindset. You wanna have this conversation with your coach to really understand where you've made the most improvement, because if you don't know where you're improving, improving and you're not able to assess how you're progressing, well, then you're not really making the most use out of your time. And it could be something really specific. It could be the way that you do your breakout stroke in freestyle in a race. It could be something more general, like your attitude in practice. You have more positivity, you have more energy, you're sharing more enthusiasm with other swimmers. Regardless of what it is, make sure you're communicating with your coach and you'll make it happen. Flip side, you need to ask your coach where you're not improving enough. Where have you made the least advancements? And that's something you need to focus on. So it's one thing to know where you've improved the most, and on the other side, you need to know where you're kind of dropping the ball. So whether that's your underwaters, your mindset, your work ethics, a specific stroke, this gives you an opportunity to really sit back and think about where you need to improve. But if you don't ask your coach where you've really underperformed on the improvement spectrum, then you don't really know where to start. Ask your coach what they think of your SMART goals. Now, if you're not familiar with SMART goals, it's just an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. If you haven't written down your goals or had a strategy session with your coach about what your realistic goals are for the season or for your overall swimming journey, well, then you need to start over there. And after you have this conversation with the coach, you can better assess if you're on track towards achieving your goals. Now, if you guys have been a regular viewer of my channel, you know I'm all about pushing yourself to be the very best each and every single day. In order to do that, you have to take a holistic approach to your training, and one of those components is your breath control. And I want to thank Aerofit, the official breathing partner of MySwimPro, to sponsoring this video. When you do breath control, it's going to improve your vital lung capacity. And you want to be able to train this both in and out of the water. For out of the water, you can use the Aerofit Breathing Trainer. Now, this program will strengthen your diaphragm and the muscles between your ribs so you can inhale more air on every breath. When your breathing muscles are strong, your breathing rate, your heart rate, and your blood pressure are going to go down. You can train this in just 5 to 10 minutes per day following the app, and it'll build you a specific program just for you. Check out the link in the description to get a discount off your Aerofit Breathing Trainer, and you can start mastering all the different skills both in and out of the water like never before. You want to ask your coach, what is their spirit animal? No, but really, you want to get to know your coach on a deeper level. Whether it's asking the spirit animal what their favorite color is, it really doesn't matter as long as you get to know the person behind the stopwatch. And the coach should do the same thing. They want to get to know, the coach should get to know the athlete for who they really are. Because what that does, it creates a good relationship. And that relationship is founded on connection and building trust. And when both the athlete and the coach are working together, you're gonna have a much more successful coach-athlete relationship, and it's gonna set yourself up for swimming fast. And remember to say thank you to your coach. They're working hard. They want to help you succeed and they want to see you be successful. So this is not really a question, more an ask of you to say thank you to your coach for all the things that they do. And if you want to see this video over here, 10 lies that your swim coach is telling you, make sure you check it out. I'll see you over there, and happy swimming.